If we haven't met, my name is Jason Littrell. I'm a management consultant serving bars and restaurants in New York City and beyond. And I just want to give you a sense of what the project management like how I'm organizing my thoughts and tasks into action to deliver a product on time that is going to make sense for my client. And also, this is the exact same way that I do onboarding for clients to make sure that I'm constantly bouncing things back to them. So this is a software product called Nifty, and it gives me these handy Gantt charts. It's called Gantt, Gantt, and it's just a style of reporting. There's also swim lane, Kanban. There's a bunch of different ways to visualize your task management for stuff. So just to give you an idea, so this is what I'm delivering on Thursday, which is in 6 days from now, is a complete articulated strategy. With a software system that implements it on behalf of the strategy. So every element of the strategy that's a cradle to grave strategy for a bar or restaurant, for systems, sales, growth, SOPs, and all that stuff is what I'm doing is I'm baking that into an automation suite that tells everybody what to do. Not like they're robots, but it's more like a system of nudging. And so we're just saying, hey, it's time for your shift report, and then we collect data on the shift report, and then we analyze it, and then we deliver a report saying this is what's happening in your business right now. And so, like theoretically, if you own a small restaurant group, then you are able to kind of see what's going on with the soft elements of your business, like the sentiment analysis and what's going on with your management and all this stuff automatically. So we're building in gamification, we're building in point systems, we're building in shift reports, we're building in praises and recognitions, just awareness of birthdays and stuff like that, just making sure the staff really knows that they're valued and appreciated, and that they're recruited, onboarded, and retained for a very long time, because as we found, the cost of having to find new people is very expensive. It's around $15,000. Also, the cost of not documenting this stuff in terms of like lawsuits and stuff like that, whether they're spurious or not, is very, very high. So you want to make sure that everything is documented. So anyways, so like the first challenge is like deciding what's going to be in the MVP. That stands for minimum viable product. So what's going to be in there? And so I have to like kind of narrow it down into the things that I can accomplish in the next 6 days or so. And so here's the date that we want to deliver an offer. And so it's at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days from now. And then I've got all these things that I need to do. So every time, and so these are called milestones. And these are just different stages of the development of this product and onboarding and implementation. So I've got MVP. This is the product that I'm working on. And then the day that this has to be done is the day that we're presenting this to clients. And then so another part of this is that we want to have the visualization of the data. So these are the hard systems that are programmed into like the day-to-day activities of guests, how we handle new contacts, how we handle managers, how we onboard people, recruit, train, et cetera. And then this is the visualization of the data that we collect in this system. So that kind of stuff is probably in the MVP. I'm going to be honest with you. It's not going to be like a glamorous format. It's probably just going to be some charts and graphs on a Google sheet. But it will be live dynamic data. We'll be able to see exactly what's happening when it happens. And we are going to, part of the magic of the system is that we are collecting feedback and net promoter scores, Q12 surveys, like all kinds of stuff all the time from multiple people at any given time. And so we're automatically reminding people of like at, let's say quarterly, we want the staff to fill out a Q12 survey. So that's this part of it. The next part of it is assuming the client says yes, then we move directly onto this part, which is the client onboarding and setup. And these are all the different things that we do to set up their account. But because we use high level and it's there's a software backbone that we can literally copy and paste a lot of this stuff. And then it's just mostly about customization and getting compliance stuff worked out, like with text messaging and stuff. But the system is such that it doesn't require a lot of hands-on activity inside of the system. So we want to like deliver with an email and text message interface so that people don't have to be masters of the system. But we boil down essential decisions into like binary yes or no things. And if they want to manually intervene, then they absolutely can. And so like concurrently, so while we're are setting up our client accounts, we need a lot of information from our clients. So these are the things that we're going to bounce back, that we're going to bounce to our clients. So like once we find out the person that that is going to be handling this change management, then we're going to assign this we're going to assign this to that person, and then they're going to deliver the payload, the thing that we're asking for, inside of this task. Then we will be notified, and then we can start to use it from there. So it's a really kind of civilized way. And also, you know, if people don't have, if they have a question about the thing, then we can just put it in right here. They can just like literally just have a conversation with us inside of that task. So it's 100% contextual. So Nifty is pretty rad. I've had it for several years. I got like a big stack of it on AppSumo a while ago. Never used it, never really understood it, but now it's like, now I kind of get it. And it's like really, really powerful. So this is going to replace Trello for us. And it's just a great way to collaborate with a lot of different people. So this is how I'm going to collaborate with other consultants, managers, owners, and possibly even some staff if they have other responsibilities besides, you know, say serving drinks. So the next stage after the client onboarding and setup is we need to onboard the users. And so we can schedule time like in this week to onboard users. And because it's an MVP, where there are things that are going to break, and there are things that we're going to get feedback on, like saying like, this is a non-starter. And so like, I'm going to be basically building this stuff out live and on demand for these weeks, and just trying to keep this client really, really happy. There's, you know, part of setting the expectations with implementing the system for the very first time is that we're going to be like, hey, listen, like there are things that are going to break, and it is our promise and our guarantee that we will be there to fix it live when it breaks. As in, like, we hear about it, and then 3 minutes later, okay, hit refresh and try now, that kind of thing. Okay, so the next stage of that, so user onboarding is really, really important. We want to make sure that the managers and the people that are there's contacts, which are people that are like which are going to be like your frontline staff, your back of house staff. Then there's like managers who have system access and can see reporting and stuff like that. We'll give them like specific permissions that they can use. And then there's like the owners, which are gonna which have like, you know, admin privileges and can see like a different level of reporting and stuff like that. So after we have the users onboarded, which are going to be the managers, GMs, and stuff like that, then we're going to have we have MUA, which is maintenance, upgrades, and auditing. And so like while that's happening, like while we're you know, again, like this is going to be like we're building this as it, like we're building the plane while we're flying it. But these are the different things that we're going to be checking in that week or two. Looks like it's 2 weeks. So for these 2 weeks, we're going to be building in the feedback that we get from the systems if we haven't already built it in. So we can tell with reasonable degree of certainty when this project will be completed. It's going to be done by around June 5th. And then so like while that's happening, we are going to be we can onboard the staff. And so the staff has considerably less responsibility and touch in the system. Like we just literally ask them to fill out a form to register into the system, or if they're a new employee, then they're engaging in a different way. So there's a different form for if you're a prospective employee that enrolls you into the employee screening process, which is a series of it's like it's an articulated system. I'm not sure if it's proprietary because I don't want to share it, but it is how we do screening. And so we're looking for different things. Like there's screening, and then there's indoctrination, and then there's implementation of a specific process that makes sure that the prospect / future employee understands exactly what's going to be expected of them, and making sure that it's a culture fit so they can self-select whether or not they want to be involved in that. And then so everything else that's happening, so everything else that doesn't get built into the version 1 of this ends up getting placed into version 2 of this, which is going to be which we're immediately going to roll into on July 8th. Assuming that there's no major train wrecks or whatever. And then this is probably when we're going to start selling it. So And like this, this we will have like hard data on exactly how this works. We'll have a testimonial. We'll have like we'll have feedback. We'll have been able to do a first round of optimization. And then this is when we're going to start working on the scaling plan, which is automating the onboarding and different elements of it. So we're going to have a lot of learning here. It's going to be like a big couple of weeks for me, but it's very exciting because just I don't know if you've looked at my other videos, but I think that my success in my impact, my success is directly related to the impact. And if I make people's lives easier with the system, if I'm able to deliver a proven consulting model that has been proven like year in, year out for 20 years, literally 20 years, the author of a lot of these strategies has delivered this kind of reliable results for 20 years. And so this is the digital implementation of that. And so I just believe that we can scale it. We can make it really usable, make it really easy for the staff to use. And so this kind of project management is exactly how we deliver on that promise, and build a product that makes sense, on time, and very clearly articulate who does what, when, and how. All right, that's it. I will see you next time. Thanks.